Hello Indie Warriors, it's that time again! Old Gamer Joe here with the 10 most exciting indie game releases for this week, February 12th through the 18th. Can you feel the love in the air? Valentine's Day is this week, and if you'd like to feel the love from your favorite indie gaming channel, head on over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames. Reward yourself with Discord access, early and ad-free content, including this show, sponsor-free as well, an exclusive podcast, and even free games at some tiers. Your new indie gaming community will slip into something more comfortable and waits for you there. Ooh la la. Before you get lost in pixelated eyes, we'd like to take a moment to shout out the sponsor of today's video, Murder on Space Station 52, a point-and-click murder adventure in space. Yes, you heard me right, space. Kinda like Jason X, maybe? Coming to us from developer Made From Strings and publisher Dionis Games, the first thing you're going to notice about Murder on Space Station 52 is the distinctive hand-drawn art style. It honestly looks awesome. You're trapped within a spooky space station and a killer is on the loose. Play as Edward Locke and solve this murder mystery before you end up as the next victim. Point-and-click fans can expect all the usual mind-bending puzzles that the genre offers, with the killer leaving a key behind in each and every victim. You'll need to put on your detective cap as you gather evidence, ask difficult questions, carefully explore your surroundings, and discover more clues, and even earn some cash along the way that will help you to improve your living situation. The game's blues-inspired soundtrack brings the world to life, and it's also fully voice-acted to further the immersion. While it certainly wouldn't be fun to be trapped with a murderer in space in real life, in video game form, I'm all about it. Either way, use the link in our description box below to add Murder on Space Station 52 to your wishlist, and maybe try the demo out while you're there. That's right, there's a full playable demo for you to enjoy right now. Once again, a very special thank you to Dionis Games for sponsoring this video, but I won't leave you in suspense any longer, folks. It's on to the indies. Use the link in our description box below to check out Murder on Space Station 52. Okay, first on our list is Banishers Ghost of New Eden, which is an action RPG that comes to us from Don't Nod and Focus Entertainment. Your choices will matter in this release as you explore a cursed world as a Banisher, tasked with ridding the lands of evil. With great-looking combat, a skill tree, and new abilities and gear to unlock, this title probably falls more into that AA niche category than it does indie, but it looks quite nice.
Spirits, you grant peace. Every life you sacrifice to save Antea will inexorably guide you towards one ending or another. Will you be a merciful savior or a relentless banisher?
Coming up next is a psychedelic Metroidvania game releasing on the 13th. Ultros features an art team led by the creative mind behind Hotline Miami's drawings, and it really shows. This does not appear to be your typical Metroidvania, with the ability to plant and grow trees and a time-looping mechanic as well. Should be really interesting to say the least.
Reincarnate as fit and proper, but never aware. Dictated from beyond by blessed ignorance and idle hands. Uji's solidarity, like an utopian hummus. Blessed be she. Life is not given, but received. And her worth lies therein. Blessed be she. Blessed is she.
Puzzle fans will want to keep an eye on this shared world puzzle title, Islands of Insight. Take on puzzles by yourself or with friends in a fully realized island world. You'll control a seeker through an open world that features over 10,000 puzzles with 24 different types. Seems to be fairly ambitious as far as puzzle games go.
Landscape. And solve every puzzle you find. Let your curiosity guide you through a world of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
What a guy like me is doing in a place like this? Well, every story has a beginning.
Read all about it. News Tower is also hitting stands on the 13th. Become the ultimate journalist as you create catchy headlines, publish stories, and gain readership. You'll also be responsible for building out your workspace, which will hopefully lead to more employees, better equipment, and more cash.
First up, I hired myself some fancy telegraph operators to listen out for the lowdown. Ha! It was electric!
Whoa, we got one! And oh boy, it's a felony!
Thank God for felonies! Let's go get 'em, people!
Next, heading into early access is the sequel crustacean lovers have been waiting for. Fight Crab 2 looks to improve upon the original with tighter control options, a full career mode, online multiplayer, and even custom avatars. More insane skills and wild weapons await fans of the original. Looking for another auto shooter, eh? How about one in the Deep Rock Galactic universe? Wait no longer because Carnage and Mayhem await on the 14th with another early access release. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor will have you slaying nasty aliens as you become more and more powerful. With 4 classes, 3 different biomes to explore, and a good variety of enemy types, this title will only continue to get better throughout the early access process. Retro fans, rejoice! Lords of Exile looks like an awesome 8-bit action title somewhere between Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden games. Taking place in the world of Exilia, you'll need to vanquish monsters through 8 linear levels. Players will also earn new skills upon the completion of each level. Worried the game is going to be too short? Fear not, as a boss rush and speedrun mode awaits. Looking awesome. I didn't forget you, strategy fans. Solium Infernum looks like a sinfully delightful strategy title full of dark landscapes, dragons, and demons. The turn-based battles even allow for up to 6 players in multiplayer. Should be a hell of a good time. Pun was totally intended. Survive the underworld if you dare on the 14th.
Sunset demands. Gather your praetors and marshal your infernal legions. Know your enemies and plot their downfall. After all, what is hell but other people?
Look at that, it's another strategy game! The RTS Colonize enters early access. In this release, taking place during the 17th century, you'll live through the struggles of the early settlers. Taking place across 6 cities, players will have control over such things as the weather and ship size. History buffs may want to check this one out. And last, but certainly not least, it's Hellskate, which enters early access on the 15th. This is a self-proclaimed skateboarding action roguelite. I'm a sucker for skateboarding games, and I love the fact that they're trying to add combat. Also, a lot of hell stuff this week, don't you think? If you want to try this one for yourself, you might be able to still catch the next Fest demo if you act quickly. This is a game I'll definitely have to get my hands on before deciding if it's going to be worth my time, but I think it looks fun. Tony Hawk meets roguelite? Sure, why the hell not? Hell again. There we go. But it's been a hell of a good time hanging out with you all. Thank you again for supporting independent content here at I Dream of Indie Games, and we hope you found the next indie game of your dreams right here. As always, patreon.com/idreamofindiegames is the place to support independent content like this and keep the lights on. Discord access, early ad-free shows, so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Voice to the voiceless, and I will see you on the channel for more great indie gaming content.